query, but let's get to another stock query. We have Sheetal who calls us from Pune, and she has a query on Cairn India. Sheetal, go ahead.
Yeah, ma'am, I have a 180 shares at the rate of 255.
Okay.
Now I need to know, should I sell it off and move it to HPCL or coal? And there is some news on with Vedanta. I really don't know about the news. I need to know what is this merger about with Vedanta, how it will help me.
Okay. And your buy price was 255.
Correct, ma'am.
Sure. Gaurang, what would you recommend to Sheetal? Her apprehensions are quite evident in the fact that, we've seen these dynamic reactions which have taken place this week itself for Cairn India on the pros and the possible cons of the merger or the likely merger with Vedanta. And in fact, we do learn, or CNBC TV 18 learns that there could be a meeting this Sunday itself to possibly mull it. What is your sense in the context of all of this news? What would you recommend to her, considering that she's currently even sitting on a loss on Cairn?
Yes, Ekta. So first, a disclosure from my side. We do have a whole recommendation on Cairn India. This was, of course, before this merger, supposedly merger news that came out. And, of course, like you rightly mentioned, over the weekend, we may possibly have the announcement finally coming through from the respective management. Now, in terms of synergies, well, it is only prudent to hear from the management, because given the two diversified businesses that they have, Vedanta on one side, Cairn on the other side, how the synergies are going to work, it's difficult for me to anticipate as of now, unless the management throws the clarity in case if this news flow happens over the weekend. So that's wait and watch as of now. But the other prudent question that she asked was, can she shift from here? Well, my sense is that if she's willing to take that loss, then the options that she has asked, BPCL and Coal India, again, as a disclosure, we do have a positive coverage on both of them. On BPCL, we have really recently upgraded our targets from current levels to about 890. And on Coal India, in case if you are getting invested, then you need to have at least 1.5 to 2 year plus kind of time horizon, because the kind of activity that Coal India is involved into mining coal, that's a long gestation period. Here again, we have a target of about 435. But on Cairn India, I think it's your call. If you want to stay invested post the merger, in case of some positivity emerges and you get a pullback, and of course, a lot will depend upon the swap ratio as well. So that's again a big question mark. But in case if you want to sell out, I think BPCL and Coal India, either of them are good options.
All right, so that's the advice for you, Sheetal. I hope you've been listening to everything Gaurang has said. That's going to hold you in good stead.